is the 17th consecutive bowl game under Bear Bryant at Alabama. They have had 29 bowl appearances. Oddly enough, it was Bear's second Alabama team back in 1959 that started that 17-bowl string. And in 1959, the Bears' first bowl opponent was Penn State.
Well, I'll tell you, they're a very admirable foe. You know, these two guys go together. They go at each other. You know, Joe Paterno is a kind of the young man who represents today's type of athlete. And I guess the Bear Bryant was around when they didn't even use cleats and leather headgear. He used to fold up his headgear and put it in his hip pocket. That's how long the Bear has been around. 252 victories. A man who is one of the great all-time coaches. I played for a man like that a long time ago. Got me to go to West Virginia University, a guy by the name of Art Lewis. And I kind of hate to see the old coaches like the Bear go to the wayside.
Sam, let's pause 5 seconds for station identification. This is Mutual, your network for news and sports.
That ball against this Alabama defense. He wants to keep that ball away from the great wishbone offense that is going to be deployed by the great Paul Bear Bryant. And how many times have you heard that name in sports?
Believe me, many, 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 many times. What a fantastic gentleman he is. You met him on our pregame show. Paul Bear Bryant, head coach of Alabama. And there are all kinds of stories about him walking on water.
That's only in Alabama does he walk on water.
I don't know about that. I was over at the...
He doesn't walk on water in Pennsylvania unless it's frozen.
I was over the Gator Bowl game. The boys told me, he said he didn't walk on water, but it was raining when he came out on the field. It stopped.
Yeah, that's close.
Flip of the coin, and Penn State apparently, Sam, has won it.
And as Joe Paterno said in the interview, that if they win the toss, they will receive it.
Rich Marty, Woody Pechtel, and Blaine Taylor, and here's the kick. It's taken by Marty. He's out to the 20, to the 25-yard line, and hit down at the 25-yard line. For Alabama, Duncan was the man who made the stop. There goes John Andrus. Argenta's over the football. Man in motion out to the left-hand side. Here's a handoff to the back man in the tandem, driving with the football. Woody Pechtel comes up to the 25, over the 25, and out to the 28. And out. They've sent a man in motion to the right. Back to pass goes the quarterback. He looks. He throws to the middle. It's incomplete. Intended there for Mickey Schuler. John Andrus throwing. Shula down on his knees trying to scoop it up, and receiver out to the right now in motion. There's Marty, and dropping back to throw again. Andres, he looks, he throws over the middle. It's caught there, grabbed off immediately by Cephalo, and Cephalo is over the 35. He's out to the 39-yard line before Alan Pesatola makes the stop. Right, two backs are behind the quarterback, John Andres. With a first down at their own 38-yard line, there's the handoff given off this time to Dwayne Taylor, and Taylor on the delay comes to the right side over the right guard. He's out to the 40 and up to the 43-yard line. In the backfield now, man in motion to the right, and here's the handoff to the second man on the tandem in the eye, Woody Petchel, and Petchel goes right up the middle as that Penn State offensive line cracks right over the ball. Petchel has got it out to about the 48-yard line.
It's going to be short, Al.
We've got a third down and about 6 inches for the 1st and 10. Penn State with the ball at their own 48-yard line, and they come up to the line of scrimmage in the tight power I in the backfield. And here's the snap. Quarterback sneaks straight forward. Andress over the left guard. He's got it, I believe. He's got the yardage. But wide to the right and out to the left-hand side is Barvinchak. Back to throw goes Andress. He looks. The rush is on. He throws a screen pass. It's caught by Petchel, and the minute he catches it, he plays down for a loss of 2 or 3 yards. Say second down, 11 and a half. A spread play now. But up the middle, the handoff is given, and stops the moment he gets the football and drops right at the line of scrimmage was Wayne Taylor.
Over the heads of the offensive guard and stopped it.
A delay and a handoff, and over the left side, streaking with the football is Jimmy Cephalo, and Cephalo has reached the 50, down to an attempted field goal from the 52, the 48-yard line of Penn State is way short as Chris Farr tries one of the longest kicks. Richard Todd has them up to the line of scrimmage. Out wide to the right-hand side, breaking out. There's Ozzie Newsome. There's a slot back out there, and here's the handoff, and right up the middle goes the big fullback, Johnny Davis. He's the man. He's the payoff man, the money man for Alabama, and he's up to the 23-yard line. Now his Todd barks the signals with a second down 7 from his 23. A 6-man line, 5-man line set up at Penn State, and the quick handoff to the fullback. Driving straight ahead goes Johnny Davis, and Davis is up to the 25-yard line.
You run against it in the middle, but you can't get outside.
Third down and 4 now. And here is the quarterback dropping back. Todd looks, he throws, puts it up. It's caught at the 35-yard line. Still running to the 40-yard line with the ball to Jodale Harris to the midfield stripe. Down the sidelines to the 30, to the 25. Knocked out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Has him up to the line of scrimmage. Splits one man out. Now breaks the other man out. Newsom is split out wide to the right-hand side. We've got the wishbone to the backfield now, and there's Todd calling the signal. Quick step back, throws to the sideline. It's complete. Newsom at the 15. He's down to the 10. He's knocked out of bounds at the 10-yard line. And here's the big fullback going to hand off right up the middle. Blasting off up the middle is Johnny Davis, the big sophomore. To the right is Ozzie Newsom. We've got the wishbone in the backfield, and here is Richard Todd with his hands under the center for the snap. He has the football. He's tackled. He's brought down. He was knocked down. A great charge across the line. Stockton, here's the handoff, and it is Shelby wide to the right. Turns the corner at the 10. He runs into a pileup at the 5-yard line. Down goes Willie Shelby as he turns the right corner. Classic. A quick snap. And driving straight forward with the football, Johnny Davis, a big fullback. In that wishbone, he stopped at the 4-yard line. That quarterback by Todd at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap. The ball is down. The boot is up, and it is... Wait a minute. There's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. Now, 15-yard line. Ridgeway is set. Full snap. Back it comes. Kick is up. It's on the way. It is good. It's good. Alabama is on the scoreboard with a 25-yard field goal. So there's a timeout. With the score, Alabama 3, Penn State nothing. Now right is Woody Petchel, and Dwayne Taylor is to our left. And here's the kick. It is high, it is long. Monty at the goal line is out to the 5, to the 10, out to the 15-yard line. He is hit down at the 17-yard line. The man who made the tackle was Taylor. Is up to the line of scrimmage. Andrews is hand under the center. He has the I formation, and a man in motion is Monty out to the right. And here's the snap and the handoff. It's given this time to Cephalo. Cephalo comes up over the 15, gets to the 16-yard line. Back out to the right, and they have the tight end split out now. Man in motion this time, Cephalo. Here's the handoff. It is given off. Ball, the quarterback, John Andrews, has it up to the 20, on the way to the 25. He's out to the 28-yard line by Woodrow Lowe coming up to spill him at that point. Pregame is the wide receiver. But instead, Andrews hands off and slicing right up the middle with the football as he goes over the right guard and picks up just about 5 yards is Dwayne Taylor. He comes in motion now. Andrews has the snap. The second man in the eye takes the handoff and cuts right up the middle. Over the left tackle, running with the football and moving it out is Cephalo. In the game, Tom Donovan is out to the right. And here is the handoff, and it's Cephalo again with the football, and he's cut down behind the line of scrimmage. Breaking through and making the stop was big Bob Baumhauer. To the right, both receivers out wide. This time it's Cephalo in motion out to the right. Here's the quarterback throwing, and he's hit just as he threw the football. He was hit by Leroy Cook. He batted his arm.
Good for defensive tackle to lead in that area.
And that has a third down and 12 situation. Here's the handoff. It's given off to Cephalo, and Cephalo is smothered at the line of scrimmage. At the 38-yard line. Down he went as Dick Turpin was in there on top of him. And first quarter. Waiting for the snap. Here it is. Barr steps forward, puts his foot into it. Beautiful spiral, driving Shelby way back to the 16-yard line. Starts to stutter step. Goes to the 20. He's wrapped down hard at the 21-yard line. A 46-yard punt. With the score, Alabama 3 and Penn State nothing. There's a timeout on the field now. Up out of the center is Richard Todd. He has the wishbone in the backfield behind him. His 3 men lined up. Todd with a long count now takes the snap, bluffs. Starts to the right, is stripped, he's up, he's down. Kurt Alleman breaking through. And comes up to the line again. It is Jodale Harris wide to the right and rolling back to throw. Richard Todd, he looks, he can't throw. He's trapped. Penn State has him back at the 7-yard line. Back at the 7-yard line. Smudged. Third down and 22 from their own 7-yard line. And back to throw. Todd looks. He throws. It's complete at the 25 with the football fighting his way to the 30-yard line. And finally down is Ozzie Newsom. He's got a first down for Alabama. Duffy Bowles is in the ballgame. Jimmy Taylor are 2 of the setbacks. Taylor goes in the slot. Wait a minute. There's the whistle, and I think the time has run out. The time has run out for the first quarter. So that is the end of the first period with the score Alabama 3, Penn State nothing. Now this for Rolaids. Alabama with a 27-yard pass play by Richard Todd.
3 for 3 for 84 yards, and he's moving with that ball. What a pass. Beautiful. I just can't get over how beautifully he passes. He is super. He's very quick on his feet. He sets up in that pocket. He stays in there, and he really throws it. In a rushing department, however, Alabama's having trouble. They're minus 5 yards against that Penn State defense.
Alabama now has Seth Rhodes at the left half, Jimmy Taylor at the right half. And Johnny Davis remains the fullback at the head of that triangle in the backfield for the wishbone. Up under the center with the first down at their own 34-yard line is quarterback Richard Todd. Slot back to the right now. He drops back. He looks. He throws it out there. The ball was hit in the air. It was almost into the hands of Jim Rosecrans. Set up there as we go with the slot back. Jimmy Taylor in the slot to the right. Here is Todd throwing. Long one way downfield. Off the fingertips of Jimmy Taylor. Oh, Taylor was by lonesome. Wide to the right-hand side. Here's the snap and a pitch off. A handoff by Todd, sweeping wide to the left with the football. Cut down as he gets over the 36 back to the 37-yard line. All right, Sam, let's get this funny in now as they get the kick away. And it's a high, long, deep one. Rich Marty is back there. Marty has the football out to the 20. Fights his way forward to the 22-yard line. He's hit down at the 22. Penn State has the first down at their own 23-yard line. Now, spread formation with the slot back out to the right. Marty is in the slot. And in motion out to the left is Marty. And here's the snap rolling out to the right-hand side. Andres looks. He throws. Knocked out of the hands of the intended receiver down there, Rich Marty. Two wide receivers out to the right-hand side, but here's Marty. Man in motion to the left. Andres, handoff up the middle. Dwayne Taylor, right tackle. Can't make it. Charlie Hanna is there. They're not. That's right. Third down and 9 for Penn State with the ball at their 24-yard line. Here's Andres back to throw. He goes the full length. Deep drop. Long throw. Incomplete. At the midfield stripe. Intended for Barbichak. Chris Barr is the man. Standing back at his 12-yard line. Single safety for Alabama, Willie Shelby. Here's the snap. Gets his foot into it. Drives one down there. Shelby drifts back at the 26. Has the football. Sidesteps one Penn State man. Up to the 30. Hits across the way to the 33. He goes down. He was hit over there after a 49-yard punt. In the slot, Mike Stock. Here's the snap. The quarterback is hit. Bounces off of one tackler as he starts to roll to the left. Can't get around the end. Does make it around up to the 35-yard line. All right, lined up. Todd barking the signals with a slot back to the right. He drops 3-4 steps back, throws over the middle. It's good. It's complete to Mike Stock at the 42-yard line. Very close to the first down. Greg Buttle, or Alabama to the line. Wide to the left. They split Jerry Brown out there and have a slot back to the left, and that's Stuffy Bowles in the spot. Long count, flags on the play, just as Todd took the ball from the center, Jerry Jones. I believe too much motion, Sam.
That's right, on the left side. One of the offensive linemen of Alabama jumped.
8. Dropping back to throw, Richard Todd on a passing down. Throws, got his man at the 50-yard line. Joe Dale Harris made a button hook on that. Here's the handoff as Mike Stock takes it, and great interference in front of him. Sweeps around the left side to the 45-yard line of Penn State. He's down at the 44-yard line. Here's Todd. The handoff to Stock. Stock trying to turn the left corner. Can't do it. He's driven out of bounds by Ron Hostetler. And Calvin Keller is in there. A slot back to the right with 2 setbacks behind the quarterback. Look out, the rush is on. The quarterback had no chance. Todd had no chance to straighten up the throw. On one side, and Rich Marty on the other, and here is the kick. A high one. It is Petcher. Marty, I beg your pardon. Marty at the 16-yard line, getting it back to the 20. Penn State comes up to the line of scrimmage in the power I. Out of the center, John Andres waits for the snap, takes it, hands it off to Marty. Here is Rich Marty throwing to the left side, out to the 23-yard line. He's driven back to the 21-yard line. Now, Tom Donovan is the man in motion out to the right-hand side for the second down play and getting it off. The ball is hit and bounces free. It is retained by Penn State, the 2-yard line. And in motion out to the right-hand side, Andres rolling out to the right. He's looking to throw. He fires. He got his man at the 32-yard line. His target was Dick Barbichak, and Barbichak made the catch. First down, Sam.
And that's a very difficult pass to complete, Al, because...
On the 35, the tip into the ball. That's a gain of 4. It'll be second down and 6.
John Andres is now starting to use a little more variety in his offense. He went to the double wing, used a little bit of motion that time.
Jimmy Cephalou moves right up the middle, gains 1 yard as he moves the ball out to the Alabama 36. There's a timeout here with the score. Alabama 3, Penn State nothing. Now they break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage. Joe Dale Harris wide to the right. Now splitting out to the left-hand side is Jerry Brown. Here's the snap, the bluff for the quarterback, a pitch out by Todd. Sweeping right is Shelby. Shelby to the 25, out to the 27-yard line. And here's a foul play that takes him into the middle. That's a big fullback, Calvin Culliver. John Quinn makes the tackle. Now their tight end moves out. Driving through there and almost getting the quarterback was a Penn State man. Rolling out and taking the ball with him, Richard Todd rolls to the left over the tackle. They'll call it 2nd down and 9. Have it from their 31. Here's a delayed handoff, and taking the football and driving right over the right tackle is Jimmy Taylor. He flanks down with a 3rd down and 8. Here is Todd back in the pocket to throw. Nope, going to run with the ball to the 30, to the 35, to the 40, to the 45. Flag on the play, another flag. That's Richard Todd, the quarterback. Drop back 10 yards. Took a look. He right back up the middle. Opened it up. Got it out to almost the 45-yard line. And there's the flag. 2 flags on the play. And effectively tripping against Alabama. And it's Mike Stockton. Here is the snap, and quarterback Richard Todd is back to throw. He's going to run again. Comes back to the 25. Gives a little stutter step there as he reaches the 30, but he'll not get away from this fella because that's Ron Hostetler who lays the tackle on. Back in the front formation goes Alabama. That's Berry back at his own 15-yard line. Woody Petchel, Rick Marty. That's Marty with the football at the 26 to the 30. Gets to the 35, breaks the tackle, goes to the 40. He's up to the 43-yard line. Beautiful run back by Rich Marty. Good field position in the I formation and dress with a man in motion from the left side. Takes, gives to his second back coming through. That's Woody Petchel. Petchel gets to the 45. Right of him is Bovinchak. Now Marty in motion to the left as Andrus rolls out to the right and hands off on a reverse. Giving the football off to Scott Fitzke to the 50, to the 45-yard line of Alabama. And out of bounds inside of the 40-yard line. He's the mayor of the city of New Orleans. Penn State lines up. They have a first down at the Alabama 38-yard line behind the line of scrimmage. Great tackle by Alabama on the bait in the I formation. Again, the man in motion, Marty. Buffing and dropping back to throw his address. Brushes on. He looks. He goes long. It is intercepted by Alabama at the 6-yard line. Mark Pruden makes the interception. Gives it to his fullback. Grabbing right up the middle. Johnny Davis brings it out to the 10-yard line. To the left with the 2nd down and 6. And here's a handoff given off by Richard Todd to his halfback and driving over the left side out at the 16-yard line with a first down. There's Todd under the center with a quick snap and giving it off to Shelby. Shelby cracks the left tackle and he's out to the 20. Out there, Splitty and Ozzie Newsome to the left. Here's the quarterback. Richard Todd for the moment took the snap and just fell on top of the football. I don't know whether he slipped or whether or what happened to the ball, but it got away for just a moment from him. Petruccio, the defensive left tackle, replacing John Quinn on the front line there for Penn State, was on top of him there.
Al, I have to say one thing. There's been so many criticism of officials, but these guys tonight are doing a tremendous job officiating this game.
Sam, the clock has run out. Alabama did not elect to run another play, so that's the end of the first half here at the fabulous Dome Stadium of New Orleans with the score, Alabama 3, Penn State nothing. For Rolaids and Lazy Boy.
Hi, fans. I hope you're enjoying the game. This is Coach Don Shula. Football is a great American sport, and I can think of no better way to enjoy the game at home than reclining in your own Lazy Boy chair. Lazy Boy offers rugged He-Man comfort that's unequaled. It's tough to be a loser, but it's great to be a winner. You can be a winner with a chair of champions and real seating pleasure. See your local Lazy Boy dealer. Tell them Coach Don Shula sent you in to see the Lazy Boy action.
Miss Parker, music teacher, how do you spell relief?
When the acid indigestion hits me, I spell relief R-O-L-A-I-D-S, Rolaids.
Bush Mitchell, dog trainer.
For gas, I spell relief R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief. Each Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid. Officer Hess, traffic cop. How do you spell relief?
For heartburn, R-O-L-A-I-D-S.
Rolaids spells relief. Use only as directed.
And now it's be a very good time to give yourself a little pat on the back in the form of Buick Electra. A car filled with room, luxury, comfort. The perfect place for you and your free spirit to get together. Buick Electra. Think of it as recognition for a job well done. People, a full-size car is a downright necessity. Buick understands that, which is why they build LeSabre, a car with lots of standard comfort and convenience, a big trunk, and honest-to-goodness elbow room for 6. Buick LeSabre, free spirit in the family size.
Wanting to see the sights in Music City, USA. So why not stop wishing and start packing? Gray Line Tours has special tours lasting 3 days and 2 nights. You'll have tickets to the Grand Ole Opry and see the Country Music Hall of Fame, the homes of country music's biggest stars, recording studios, and other fascinating places in Nashville that you've heard about and read about. These special tours, complete with motel accommodations and transportation, are specially priced at $43.50 for a limited time. For complete details, write Gray Line Tours, 501 Broadway, Nashville.
Hello, I'm Lowen Green with a message for you about wildlife. Our wildlife can't survive unless we protect their habitat, the woods and wetlands that provide them with food, water, and cover, an environment in which to raise their young. Now, in many areas, wildlife habitat is threatened with destruction. Join our campaign to protect wildlife habitat. Write the National Wildlife Federation, Department R, Washington, D.C., 20036.
Well, fans, the Lazy Boy Chair Company again will recognize the outstanding offensive and defensive players in tonight's game. A Lazy Boy reclining chair. Their names to the athletic department of their respective schools will be awarded. We'll be announcing the winners at the end of tonight's Sugar Bowl game. Dave Condon of the Chicago Tribune, Peter Finney of the New Orleans State Phantom, and Al Van Hoos of the Birmingham News are our judges. Penn State with white uniforms, blue numerals, white jerseys, white trousers, white helmets. Alabama with the crimson jersey, the white trousers with crimson stripes and the crimson helmets. The Tide and the Nittany Lions. We have over 72,000 jammed into the fabulous Dome Stadium of New Orleans as we get set for the kickoff of the second half. Remember, Alabama leads in this football game 3-0. Penn State will kick off.
You know, Al, I was just sitting here thinking, we're talking about two great backs. How about John David Poe, who played for Bear Bryant? You know, he was another great halfback. Heisman Trophy winner, super football player. The Bear trained him.
Just left the San Diego Chargers to return to Louisiana and his head coach here in Louisiana. All right, the captains have come out. They have met at midfield, and now from the Penn State bench breaks the kicking team. And Alabama sends out the receiving team. Down deep goes Willie Shelby. And off to the right of Mr. Shelby is Tony Nathan. Nathan and Shelby are set to kick. And here is the kick as he sends one deep and into the corner over there. Shelby at the goal line. He has the ball and he's out to the 5, to the 10, straight ahead to the 15, and he is muscled down at about the 18-yard line. Under the center, Richard Todd waits for the snap. Long count. Todd to his fullback, cracking over the left tackle goes Johnny Davis, and Davis is out to the 20-yard line. He may have picked up a couple of yards. And they flank out to the right-hand side, Ozzie Newsome. Todd looks over the defenses and hands it off to his fullback again. They try the same play. Over the left tackle goes Johnny Davis, and he fights his way forward just about 5 yards. Back at 25. 3-0, the Crimson Tide leads. One man is split in out to the right. Again, the fullback from Bob Davis out to the 23, goes to the 28-yard line. Rosecrans fighting in there as he tries to battle his way forward. Johnny Davis is stopped short, I believe, of the first down.
Yes, it looked like it's going to be short, but you know the amazing thing, it looked like Penn State should have jumped into a short yardage defense.
But Penn State waiting for the kick to get off. Nelson puts his foot into it. It's a hanger coming down short at the 35. It bounces to the 30 and takes the Penn State bounce the other way. And it is down at the 32-yard line. Andrus is under the center. And to get off there to Wade Taylor, and Taylor is going to go with the right guard. He's after the 44-yard line. Now the officials are calling for a timeout. Andrus under the center with a second down, 6 coming up for Penn State. Taking it and rolling out to the right, a keeper. Andrus cuts in. He goes over the right side as he sweeps the right side out to the 35, 37-yard line. He made third-team All-American this year. He's a young man. Fine football player as a junior. And in motion out to the right is Rich Marty. And here's the quarterback dropping back 12 yards. Sets up to throw. Can't get it away. They've got him. Leroy Cook is the man who broke through for Alabama. He's standing on the Penn State 20. 3-0. Penn State is behind. Tremendous kick. Great kick by Barr. Drives Shelby back to the 15. He's got it. He's up to the 20. He's hit at the 23. 54 yards. 54 yards on that kick. Chris Barr with a tremendous move. There's timeout down there on the field, so with the score. Alabama 3, Penn State nothing. Wide to the left-hand side is Harris. Here's the snap. Todd has the ball, gives the handoff. The big fullback driving to his left. With the football, Johnny Davis fights his way over the 25 and up to the 26-yard line. In tight. Harris slid out about 6 yards to the left. With a wishbone, Todd, keeper, dropping back, did not hand it off to his fullback, Johnny Davis, and is caught and piled up behind the line of scrimmage. It is Newsom. Here's Todd rolling to the left, rushes on, he throws in a hurry. He got it to his fullback, Johnny Davis, on the sideline. Davis is up to the 30-yard line. He's hit out of bounds across the way at about the 30-yard line. Mike Johnson bounced him out, and the officials say at the 32, 25. Nelson steps forward at the 20 and puts a high one in the air. It's a floater. Fair catch called for. Made at the 30-yard line by Marty. And Penn State takes over at the 31. To the left. Split out to the right is Marty. Marty is in motion now with an I formation in the backfield. The second man in that I takes a handoff. Woody Petchel, and Petchel cracks straight up the middle. Trap play in the middle there, and he goes out to the 32-yard line. To the right. Only one man directly behind, and he's in the slot. Now it's Petchel in motion there, and there's a handoff given to Dwayne Taylor, the one man behind the quarterback, Johnny Andres. Taylor gets over the 35-yard line as he goes over the right guard. Checker out to the right. Split out to the left-hand side is the Pepaloo, and breaking up the middle with the football is the quarterback to the 40-yard line. John Andres, still the keeper. Comes right back up the middle to the 45 and on to the 49-yard line. Greg Montgomery finally wrestles him down to the turf at the 49-yard line of Penn State. First down for the Nittany Lions. 48-yard line, 14 yards on the play. Here is Woody Petchel with a handoff, taking it from Andres and going over the right tackle. Crossing the midfield stripe into Alabama territory. He's down to the Bama 48. Marvin Checker out to the right. Split to the left is Marty, and here's a handoff given off to the right halfback, Dwayne Taylor, who tries to fight loose.
On a turning. Let's pay attention, see if he does the same thing. It's a good play.
Marvin Check is the only receiver, split wide to the left. Now they're calling signals up there, and Marty goes to the right and breaks downfield and back to throw. Over the middle, and the pass goes Andrews to Petchel. Petchel has it at the 40. He's down to the 35. He's on his way to the 33-yard line before Tyron King upended him right there. Pretty free. Marvin Check to the left, and Donovan split to the right. Here is Donovan in motion to the right-hand side, and here is the handoff and straight forward up the middle. Trying to center again is Dwayne Taylor. A gain of 2 on the last play. The ball is at the Alabama 31. Here is the handoff inside. Dwayne Taylor off the tackle. He's got room. Gets to the 27. Greg Montgomery has him by one leg and jerks him down. Right halfback Dwayne Taylor. Left halfback Woody Petchel. Quarterback John Andrus. Shot yet. Down and about 3. 3rd and 3 for Penn State at the Alabama 26-yard line. The handoff. It is given to Marty, and Marty swinging to the right side. Cracks back in over the tackle. Got to the 25. Fights his way down inside of the 25-yard line, and again the hole, and he'll place it down at the 32-yard line. A 42-yard field goal attempt. Here is the kick. It is up. It is high. It is on the way. It is good. It's good. This ball game is all tied up. Penn State with a 42-yard field goal by Chris Barr. So there's a timeout with the score. Penn State 3, Alabama 3. Now It's a squib kick picked up by Shelby at the 5, to the 10, the 15, the 20. He's spun down at the 20-yard line as Penn State gets down rapidly on up with a first down at the 20. Todd has the snap and then hands it off, giving it off on a quick opener to Willie Shelby, and Shelby cracks out over the tackle. He took the little quickie hole there. A handoff once more. Driving over the right tackle with the ball this time. Mike Stock, and Stock gets it up to about the line of scrimmage, to about the 28-yard line. Emil Harris is split out to the right. Now we've got the wishbone in the backfield. Todd has a big 3rd down and 3 coming up. 3rd and 2 from his own 28. Starts rolling to the left-hand side. Pitches out at the last moment. Sweeping around the left end. He's got the first down. He's up to the 30-yard line with the football. Mike Stock. Stock went down at the 34-yard line. Looks like Alabama is calling now for a timeout. There's some confusion there, so the quarterback calls for a timeout. Now Culliver is in replacing Davis. And here's the snap. In fact, the throw goes high. He looks and goes with the long ball. Knocked down at the 10-yard line. Rummy is the man who finally bounced him out. Down to the 11-yard line. Now, the wishbone again in the Alabama backfield. Todd with a snap, handing it off. Fumble there by Culliver. Culliver fumbled the ball and Todd fell on it. The fullback, Calvin Culliver. Todd wide to the left, pitches it outside. Johnny Davis. Mike Stock swings around the left side. He's at the 5. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. 14 yards around the left side. Have to try. Here's the snap. The kick. The ball is up. It is good. So, with the score, Alabama 10. Penn State 3. There's a timeout on the field now. This for Penn soil.
Engines run better and last longer.
There's the kickoff as Alabama sends one deep, way down into the end zone. 5 yards in. Rich Quaddy makes a catch for the Nittany Lions. They will not run it out. It's out to the left-hand side. That's Marty out to the right. And there goes John Andrus with Penn State. First down at their own 20-yard line. A pitch out. Pitching it out this time to Steve Geist. Geist to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40. He's out of bounds at the 45-yard line, the 49-yard line. Both wide receivers are split out. Man in motion is Tom Donovan as he comes in. The quarterback drops back 3 steps, throws it over. It's a short screen pattern. It's complete there. Barbercheck made the catch. He had to make the duck. He faked downfield, came back, ducked back, made the catch, gets it over the midfield stripe. Suye and Geist are in the I formation. There's a man in motion now with a 2nd down 5 situation, and it's Geist who takes it, spins off one tackler, spins off another. Right up the middle he went of the Alabama defense.
Sure, Penn to pick it up.
Got both tight ends in there, and a tight formation. There's a power I set up. The 3rd man back dives over with the football, and he's got it. Steve Geist carries the football down to the Alabama 40-yard line. Penn State lines up. Will they get it off? Nope, they will not. That is the end of the 3rd quarter here at the fabulous Dome Stadium of New Orleans. The 42nd Sugar Bowl game. The end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Alabama 10, Penn State 3.
Now at the end of the 3rd quarter now in the yardage, 248 yards for Alabama, 171 for Penn State. In the first down department, Alabama has 9, Penn State 10. Yards rushing, Penn State 129, Alabama 79, but the big margin is in the passing department. Alabama 169 yards in the air, Penn State 42. So that's the big difference in this game so far tonight.
That's 5 of Alabama's as Penn State has the first down at the Alabama 40. And in motion out to the left is Marty. And here's the snap and rolling back to throw is Andrus. He looks, he throws. It is complete. Grabbing the football is Mickey Shula, the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 31-yard line. And in motion to the right is Marty, the 2nd man in the eye. Drilled back. Oh, what a beautiful tackle. It was Woodrow Lowe.
Official service here at the Superdome. Woodrow Lowe picked him up and slammed him down.
3rd down and 1. Penn State at the Alabama 31-yard line. Andrus to Geist. Geist over the middle, and he's got running room. He's inside of the 30. He's down to the 27-yard line. Geist is stopped at the 27-yard line as the Alabama defense tightens up. To the right, and now he's a man in motion to the left. His Barbercheck goes to the left. And here's a handoff and going right straight up the middle, streaking up the middle, picking up 5 yards is Dwayne Taylor. Penn State of the Alabama 23. Both wide receivers are split. Tom Donovan is the man in motion to the right, and here's the handoff to the short man off the right guard. Dwayne Taylor slants off the right guard between Mark Thomas and George Reiner, and Conley Duncan met him right there. Marvin check to the left. Now, the two backs that were in the power I are wing backs. And here's the quarterback, Andrus, back to throw, and he puts the ball in the air. It's complete at the Alabama 20-yard line. We'll kick from there. A 37-yard field goal attempt, and the ball is up and on the way. Up go the arms to the officials. It is good. 3 points on the board for Penn State. So, with the score, Alabama 10, Penn State 6. Timeout on the field. 10-cent recruiting expenses. Catch a streetcar. Willie Shelby and Tony Nathan are standing at the goal line for Alabama. 10-6 is the score. Here's a long, wobbly kick. It is fielded there by Nathan. He's out to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Breaks the tackle. Falls forward to the 27-yard line. The man who hit him down there, Alabama up to the line of scrimmage at their 27-yard line in the power I. Quarterback on the keeper, Richard Todd to the right, turns to the right side, gets away from one tackler, puts his shoulders down, dives forward, out to the 35-yard line here. Alabama in the power I. Have one man split out to the left-hand side, and that's Harris. Rolling to the left, Todd on the option. Pitches it out, giving it off to Mike Stock, and Stock is run out of bounds as he comes laterally across the field. He has run out of bounds around the 35-yard line. It'll be third down and about 1.5 yards to go for the Crimson Tide. At the head of it, the fullback is Calvin Culliver. Culliver takes the bluff, then the pitch goes to Stock. Stock around the left side, out over the 35, to the 37. He's out of bounds. Driven out, right down in front of the Alabama bench. First down for the Bears at 38, and here's the handoff to Shelby. Willie Shelby cracks over the left tackle, brings it up over the 40-yard line, thrown against him. And here it is again, and once more, up the middle, the big fullback with the football. That's Calvin Culliver, and Culliver cracks it over the 45. He's up to the 47-yard line. Greg Buttle again. Culliver, Shelby, and Stock are in the wishbone. Right behind the quarterback, Richard Todd. This is a long count with third down and 1, and here's Culliver cracking off the tackle. Running room over the midfield stripe. He's inside of Penn State territory down to the Penn State 46. Joe Dale Harris split out about 7 yards. Quarterback keeper right straight ahead, Richard Todd. Jams it forward. And out there with him is Mike Stock in the slot. Two backs are spread. They're in tight. Actually, in tight behind the quarterback and back to throw. Goes back. It is complete at the 25-yard line. Complete to Mike Stock. And we have the wishbone again forming in the backfield. Todd waiting for the snap. Has a first down at the 25-yard line. Drops back to throw. Throws to the sideline. It's complete at the 18-yard line to Newsom. 26 yards. What a night. Again, Todd with the one receiver split out. Wide to the right, the open side of the field. Todd rolling to the left, jerked down. He cannot get away. Cracking across with the blitz. Kurt Halleman. Halleman blitzing from the left side. 88 yards. All right, both ends in tight. Back goes Todd. He looks, he throws. It's good at the 15, at the 10-yard line. Inside the 10. The catch was made by Jerry Brown. And Brown, the tight end, has a first down for Alabama. In the fourth quarter, a 10-6 ball game, Alabama leads. They're trying to get insurance. There's Todd rolling around the right side off the tackle. He cuts in and he does not get any yardage. He stops at the line of scrimmage. Penn State with great lateral pursuit. Ron Cota gets the credit on that stop. It is second down and goal to go from the Penn State 8. Todd starts to throw, can't find anybody, elects to run up the middle, right into Ron Cota. Cota and Smutson. They make the stop. Determines they have a third and goal from the Penn State 9-yard line. And in motion out to the right-hand side is Culliver. Now back to throw again goes Todd. He is going to be tackled and brought down as he tries to run with the football. He gets back to the 10-yard line. He's hit down by Ron Crosby.
He didn't have much time to spot those receivers that time.
Will be spotted at the 18. A 28-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is up and on the way. It is good. It is good. Alabama goes out in front again by 7 points. So with the score, Alabama 13, Penn State 6. There's a timeout on the field. Defects for Penn State. Armani, Woody Petchel, Wayne Taylor. All three are back around the 10-yard line, and here's the kickoff. It's a high one. It's a deep one. 2 yards deep in the end zone. That is Marty out to the 10. He's up to the 15. No, he did not get to the 15-yard line. He is down at the 14-yard line. Clock, 14. The clock is moving. High formation in the backfield. Marty in motion out to the left. The second man in the backfield. Geist takes the handoff. Swings around the left side out to the 20. He's up to the 24-yard line. Split out wide to the right-hand side. The tight end is split to the left. Here's Andrus with a quick count. Dropping back. Good pass protection. Looks. Goes over the middle. One of his backs has the football. Cepalo. He's up to the 30. Down at the 29-yard line. The official says he did hit the 30-yard line. First down for Penn State.
Well, he's the man. He's the sure hand. Cepalo coming out of the...
Back to throw. Screen pass set up. John Andrus throws it out there. Throws it too low. He throws it to Geist and he throws it down into the dirt. Here's Andrus now with the line at the 30-yard line and a 2nd and 10. Handing off and shooting to the left. Geist runs head on into Charlie Hanna. Big Charlie Hanna. All 248 pounds of him was over there. And he handles Steve Geist very promptly. Outside of him is Barbanchak. Now Marty in motion. And here is Andrus rolling to the right, handing it off on an end around. Barbanchak goes to the 35. He's out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Tried to turn up the far sidelines and went out just short of the 39. That ball is at the 9-yard line. It's a yard and a half short of the first down. They've got to get to 40. They're 38.5-yard line, and they've got both ends in tight. Here's the handoff. Marty dives forward. Dietrich Marty got the first down. He dove to the 40-yard line. Alabama will take it over. Here's our lazy boy winners. Alabama takes over as Penn State fails to get the first down. Our lazy boy winners tonight. The offensive player of this game, Richard Todd of Alabama. The quarterback with 10 completions and 12 attempts for 210 yards. Out to the left, but here's the handoff and driving straight forward with it. Here's Willie Shelby, and Shelby goes over the right tackle inside of the 40 down to the 38-yard line. He's piled up for the white jerseys of Penn State. They'll run the football. They'll use the timeouts Penn State will to try and stop it. 1 minute and 8 seconds remain. Down with the football, giving a handoff to Willie Shelby, and Shelby swinging wide to the right, turns in, goes down the sidelines. He's knocked out of bounds across the way. It's the big defensive end, Ron Crosby, moves over and bounces him out at the 33. Penn State 33 gives the handoff to the fullback, Johnny Davis. Davis is inside of the 30.
And Penn State uses, I think, what was their last time out, and I'm sure right now he's suffering.
Alabama first down at the Penn State 30-yard line. Todd has the snap on a quick one, gives it off. Stock has it. Stock does not get back to the line of scrimmage. Breaking through, Greg Buttle again. Wow, what a football player Mr. Buttle is. It's up with a 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line of Penn State. The snap, Richard Todd falls on the football. He loses a couple of yards as he falls on it at the 32-yard line. Well, they'll do it again, I'm afraid. Fall on the football and protect it. 14 seconds of the clock running. The snap, and Todd goes down on the side again to lose a couple of yards. There's no way to get another play in. This ball game is over. After 8 losing seasons, Bear Bryant is raised to the shoulders of his players. They take it across the field. Alabama has beaten Penn State. Alabama has beaten Penn State in a great Sugar Bowl flash. Alabama with a pair of field goals in a touchdown. Penn State could not score the touchdown they so drastically needed, but they got 2 field goals from Chris Barr to stay in the football game down to the last couple of seconds. And out to the middle of the field, this giant stadium here in the Superdome, Bear Bryant on the shoulders of his football players. Both teams now in the white jerseys, the red jerseys, meet, shake hands, talk it over, wish each other, I'm sure, a very happy new year, because this was a very, very clean football contest.
Hard hitting, but they have to be very careful in trying to lift Bear up. They don't want to drop him, you know. Bear is at that ripe old age, you know. Everybody talks about him retiring, but that's one thing he doesn't want to do. He's still got it. He's proved it here tonight.
1976 is not too far away. A couple of hours, as a matter of fact. Here at the Dome Stadium of New Orleans, the Sugar Bowl is over, and Alabama has beaten Penn State 13-6. The Crimson Tide has given Bear Bryant finally a bowl victory, something that has been denied him in the last 8 years, but he's back on the win side of the ledger and down on the field, completely surrounded by Alabama and Penn State fans. They're out there waving at the Bear and the president of the Sugar Bowl as the Miller Digby Trophy is about to be presented. The trophy that will be presented to the Bear, however, is the championship trophy of the Sugar Bowl.